Will participant number 14 please come to the podium? Participant number 14 is Mateo Sebastián Herrera Rueda from Colegio San Gabriel.
You know, I can't speak you from up here, because this is a wall between me, you, and the judges. I'm sorry, judges, for not using it.
Taking it from there. Do you guys in the back hear me?
Yeah.
Fine, because I want to ask you a question and I want you to be really sincere with me. The presentation of the girls before, how many of you took a picture or recorded a video about it? Raise your hands, sincerely. Many of you, don't you? Well, let me tell you something. 40 years ago, it wasn't like that. Because 40 years ago, communications weren't as good as they are today. Letters from distant cousins took years to come. And if you forgot what your philosophy assignment was, man, you were lost. Because there was not even a phone to call somebody. You judges can tell. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. A great part of this is because of internet. Internet is now a major way of communication between people all around the world. And this is fundamental for people nowadays. And social media is the queen of this chessboard, because it allows us to post freely and express ourselves in whichever way we want, don't we? Or is it? Cyberbullying, I don't need to explain what it is, because 13 people before me already explained that. But cyberbullying is bigger than we think. Cyberbullying can affect us every day, because it can be used by people anonymously behind a screen.
But we can still do something about it, you know?
And let me get this straight. The first thing we must focus on is that cyberbullying appeared quite recently with the popularity of emailing somebody. That is when first blackmail appeared. And it's hard to believe that in 15 years, people went from, how is this computer turned on? To, did you see what this girl posted on my picture? I feel offended. I feel sad about it. And that is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is harassment in any way by an electronic way, medium.
Another way, and we all have that stalker, that is, hey pretty, hi sweetie, hi, hello, Merry Christmas. What?
That is also a way of harassing and a way of cyberbullying. And the third way, the most violent way, the way of go kill yourself. You simply look ugly. That is not a way of harassment. Everything is cyberbullying. And we could stop those three just by knowing what people we befriend. And that is my first suggestion.
You have to know what people you befriend, you accept in your profile, in your account. Because when you accept people you don't know, not family, not relatives, not colleagues, you are opening the door for a pack of starving wolves to come to you and destroy you if they want. You're opening them your life. You can't do that. My second suggestion, and if the harasser didn't stop in there, because many of bullies online stop when you don't accept their requests. But if somebody continues, there comes another issue. And you have to tell somebody. You have to tell somebody, because you can't be bogged up. You have to be bogged up in this. And I have found two ways to do so. The first one is to
go to the social media itself. Every platform has a blog or report button. It may not be important if you're alone. But what happens if a group of people report that same commentary or that same account? Then is when that matters.
So you always have to be backed up by people who love you, who care for you, who support you in everything. And if
the harasser continues, he doesn't stop, then it's not an issue, it's a crime. And you have to do something about it. Don't be afraid of going to social services, because you have the right as a person to defend your identity and integrity. And therefore, they will help you because they know the means to do so.
So always be backed up. And you may have noticed that elders and people over 20 years old always think when they hear in the news, a child was cyberbullied. They think, oh, but it's just a web page. It's just a site, it's just a comment, it's just a picture. Well, it is not quite. Have you ever thought that? No. So, that is mistaken because it can also lead to suicide. But you may be kind of true, kind of right in some aspects. And especially the one that we are too dependent on what people say on the internet about us. On average, teenagers spend up to 8 hours a day. Up to 8 hours a day in internet. And we can't let that affect us. We can't let that be part of our lives. Internet is massive, bigger than we think. And we can't expect every bully to be taken down and every troll to be banned out. But let me tell you something. We can change the way we use internet. And I ask you to log out. Log out from the people who harass you. Because if you let them win, you are lost. You have lost your life. Thank you.
Very good points, Mateo. Just one, I want to clarify something. I did grow up with phones.
I'm sorry, that was offensive.
All right, and you know, but you do have a point, which is we adults are naive in terms of the online community. I'm just going to guess 40, 50-year-olds perhaps know less about the online community than you guys do. And you connected very well your conversation with your audience, which is teenagers. So what can you teach parents in order to help your initiatives to avoid cyberbullying?
I think parents should do, thank you for your question. I think parents should be more conscious about what their children do in social media. Not by stalking them all the time, but by sometimes asking them what is that, or how's that going, or something, what pages they're following, because that can lead them to being mistaken and taken the wrong way, and to be bullied in some ways. So I think they should be more careful with them, to care more about what they do outside of their home and through a screen. And that's my suggestion.